So, you know the rules and so do I. We take max salvage yet again.
The nasty weather means your
And,
visibility will
yeah.
be limited out there and have adverse effects on your sensors.
Once again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll go with the same lance count. It's gonna take 15 days, but nobody got injured, so we'll get all the mechs repaired up. All the pilots will be rested by then, and at that point, you know what time it is. Let's make it hot, chat. Let's make it hot. Game being all tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah. Mechwarrior do be like that sometimes. It do be like that sometimes. And hold on a second, chat. Let me check something here. No? Alright, my performance is all within acceptable levels. I'm not getting any large drains on resources. Like, I'm trying to figure out why the game is just loading so rough today. Like, the loading screens are chugging really hard, and it's taking a lot longer to load the missions than it normally does. I'm just trying to figure out why.
We believe this is the primary relay station needed to guide the strategic
It's unusual.
warhead for the Peacemaker.
It's unusual. And I'm running on an M.2 drive, so, like, it shouldn't be loading these missions really fast.
There's no time to waste, Commander. Bring that down.
Alright. I guess we'll take the northern route. The game is doing its best, okay? Well, you know. This is the point where I would say, and I've quoted The Rock before, I'll do it again. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. So, you know. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Gotta close all my porn. You know, that's probably what it is. It's probably those 18 open tabs with porn that's bogging the game down. Ow. Hey, guess what? I can do that too. Mine's bigger. Alright, please take out the Scorpion. I do not like autocannons at range. This design is not made to fight at long range. And too much, a recent sub to the channel says this awesome build makes me wet. You know, I agree. It's an outstanding design. I mean, don't get me wrong, the normal 8Q awesome is good as well, but the PPCXs are just so much fun. And considering that there's no difference in weight or performance, and the PPCXs actually appear to perform a little bit better, to me this was a no-brainer. This was absolutely a no-brainer of a design. Alright, so what are we doing here? Okay, we're demolishing the base again. So this is strangely almost a carbon copy of the base that we just blew up. Don't worry, buddy. Tarkov leg meta. Tarkov leg meta. But yeah, this is almost a carbon copy of the base. I think that's by design, but we'll go ahead and we'll burn this one down too. Again, Untactical Operations specializes in creating parking lots on a budget. There we go. Hopefully we'll get some decent salvage on that Victor as well. I'm trying to arm and leg most of these guys so that we can actually get some decent salvage since we're taking 27 pigs.
Target destroyed.
I saw you go through here. Are you still alive somehow? You are not. Alright, then let's focus on the base. So for whoever it was earlier that said it's not a war crime the first time, this is the second time that we're doing pretty much this exact same thing. So asking for a friend. Is it a war crime now?
The area is down to half capacity. Keep going. Enemy destroyed.
Because it definitely feels like a war crime. I mean, the awesome is slow. You say it hits like an... I mean, it is an assault mech, barely. At 80 tons, it just barely clocks into the assault weight class. Or am I wrong? Is 80 the upper limit of heavy, or is it the bottom limit of assault? I can never remember. I think that counts as an assault mech. But yeah, this particular design hits like a truck.
Group target received.
Yeah, bottom of assault. That's what I thought, but at the same time, I was thinking to myself, I might be wrong on that one. I don't get too hung up on the weight classifications. You know, weight classes matter for boxers. They don't really matter for mechs. I mean, we put together a fire starter with 2 PPCXs, and that thing hit like an assault mech too. Oh, you're gonna lose more than that, buddy. Let's see. Damn. I was hoping to get a cockpit shot on that one, but it's kind of hard to be accurate with PPCXs. Like, you kind of, you know, like buckshot. You kind of just point in the direction of the thing that you want to go away, and you just let the weapons do the work.
We've just received new orders from House Steiner. They want us to hunt down a number of Stanz's inner circle that they believe possess the Peacemaker's detonator. Head to the evac zone and prepare for another fight. This isn't over yet.
I kind of figured. Thank you, Rihanna. No, fuck you. Guys, you have all the long-range weapons. Please destroy the Manticore. Please destroy the Manticore. How many large lasers does it take to get to the center of a Manticore?
Ledge target received.
Apparently 10. Yeah, apparently way more than I thought.
What fights the best?
Hero Panther with 2 PPCs and an SRM-6. I mean, putting 2 PPC anything in a Panther is a pretty impressive feat of engineering. For that, like, the Panther is, what, 35 tons? So putting 2 PPCXs in there, that's actually pretty impressive. No. Now, do not fight. Just on me. If they get close enough, we'll fight them, but there's no reward for us in trying to fight these donkeys. It's an archer and a centurion. We don't need either of those. You jackass! Take evasive action. I mean, I know it's a battle master. It's not exactly the most nimble mech on Earth, but if I can avoid the missiles, you can too. And Travel Typhoon rolled into the chat on a Saturday, says 7 months of some very bad tactical decisions. Agreed, agreed. And it has been fun all around. So yeah, for those of you that might be new to the channel, we call this the Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions because I make a lot of bad tactical decisions, but a lot of times I either do it on purpose or at the very least I do it willfully. Like I'm doing a dumb thing that I know is a dumb thing, but I do it because it makes the game more interesting and more fun to watch. Because watching, you know, some MLG pro gamer that always does the correct thing all the time is kind of boring after a while. So I like to spice things up. But they have an ER large short burst laser, which is an interesting combination of acronyms. I feel like I have to take it. They've also got multiple tier 4 medium lasers, which I also feel obligated to take. As much as I'd like to take a tier 4 AC-10, this many tier 4 medium lasers is hard to pass up. And yes, I will in fact pay an additional 100k in order to pick up all 4 of those. And I will regret nothing. Ah, there we are. There are the landscapers. I can hear them in the distance. And here we go. Launch. Stop the launch. Part 3. Let's go ahead and get the mechs repaired up again. Unfortunately, Ansi did take some damage and lost a component in that last engagement, so they might have gotten injured. I have to admit that I was not paying attention during the post mission. But let's go ahead and sell some of these mechs, like the Locust. We don't need that. Get rid of it. The Blackjack doesn't really have anything in it worth keeping, so we'll sell that too. And the Charger, again, without the engine core, it's not really worth anything to us, so I'll go ahead and sell that as well. That's another 3 million in the coffers, and already we're back up to 41 million, so we're halfway to recovering the money that we spent on the Kintaro Golden Boy. It's not as much fun as cramming as much dock as you can into a rando mech chassis. This is true, Grundler, and that's what I mean when I say, like, as we're getting later in the timeline and some more of the Lost Tech and Clan Tech becomes available, that's when I think the real Mech Bay heresy is going to start, because we're going to have access to tech that makes it easier to do some of the stupid stuff that we love to do. Watching you at my business, for it's now open for summer and it's dead, so entertain me till a customer shows up. Well, I'll do my best, Tribal. I will do my best. I will continue to be the monkey putting on the show, and hopefully you will find that show entertaining. And Game Master Hub showing up, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Good to see you, Game Master. Thanks for joining us on a Saturday. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. We always love to see Game Master roll in, and that is, in fact, the Game Master of infamy from the BTA campaign. So if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, say hello to Game Master. One of the very first folks to ever grace us with their presence here on the stream. Way back before, you know, we were able to even pull in 2 or 3 viewers at a time. Game Master is one of my very first viewers. So welcome, Game Master. Good to see you. Always good to see you. Let's see. So nobody's injured. Same weight limit. You know, once again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Red Blizzard. I don't know what a Red Blizzard is, but I guess we're gonna find out. Challenge. Put Arrow 4 on an assault mech and give it to an AI pilot. I refuse. I refuse your challenge, Pugs Hunter. Because that sounds like a waste of an Arrow 4 after it inevitably gets blown up. Yes, Lilith sometimes plays games. That's a hell of a name. I approve. But yes, I am a fan of the Battlemaster, especially in Mechwarrior 5. Like, it's a good, solid mech on most platforms, but in Mechwarrior 5, it is exceedingly good. It is a very good mech in Mechwarrior 5. Trying to get you friendly fired. Slavchan says, heyo. Hello again, Slavchan. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us on a Saturday. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. And if not, hopefully it'll be a little better now that you're here. But let's make it hot, chat. Let's make it hot. The hero variant is the stuff of nightmares. Yeah, I bet it is. I think, do we have the Hero Battlemaster? Or am I thinking of a different campaign, chat? I can't remember.
Warning. Hangar doors open.
Oh, I can't see shit.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Yeah, this blizzard sucks.
Online.
Let's actually get out here and see what the lighting looks like, because we were able to use... Oh, man.
Steiner's intelligence
This is
told
with
us
night
that
vision,
vital
chat.
sounds
I mean, again, you guys are gamma up, so you can kind of see what's going on. I am completely blind. So we're going predator vision on this one, I guess.
Somewhere in the complex nearby. Its exact location is unknown, and since we're under time pressure, it's been suggested to just level the place altogether.
Oh my. Look at all the small pulse lasers, chat. Stop. No, don't, no. Shoot at something else. Shoot at something else.
Focusing fire.
I don't want you to blow up all the small pulse lasers on this hunchback. I want to salvage it, goddammit. Oh man, they shot him in the head. Beautiful, beautiful. You love to fucking see it. I don't know who that was, but congratulations on that headshot. Yeah, that is definitely a bit dark. I was genuinely surprised. Like, I could not see a damn thing. And El Toxic Dog rolling into the chat on a Saturday. Good to see you, Toxic Dog. Glad to have you. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. Hey, I got something right this time. Yeah, well, you know, the phrase I use is, a broke clock is right twice a day. Fuck you, Igor. No one likes Igors. You are the Brussels sprouts of VTOLs. Oh shit. I thought this was a hill. It's a cliff. Hopefully my lance mates can find their way down. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen, is I'm gonna get into the post mission and they're gonna want like 40 picks for that 4P. Knowing my luck.
Group target acknowledged.
What do we got? Oh, it's a stalker. Okay.
Off the list.
Target received. Engaging.
Stop it. Stop it. And you are packing LRMs and SRMs. Well, that's unfortunate. If you guys can please destroy that fucking Igor, because I hate it when I'm getting pelted by AC2s from long range. And I will deal with this stalker. Hey you, come here. Get out of here, stalker. I got a present for you. It's called 4 PPCXs. Get shotgun, nerd. And you. There we go. And we have a catapult.
Target ID. Focus target updated.
We're gonna... There we go. There we go. Guys, if you don't mind, it shouldn't take 3 battle masters to destroy a scorpion tank. Just throwing that out there. Are you... Guys, I told you to shoot at the tanks. Shoot at the tanks. Ignore the mechs. I can one-time the mechs. Let me worry about the mechs. Hey, nerd. There, see? Didn't have to worry about the mechs at all. Alright, so we got a light mech and we got an awesome. Another awesome. Yeah, we're We're definitely in Steiner space. We are definitely in Steiner space. There's a lot of awesome. Rendered into the past tense. Ow. Ow. Oh, did you do this? Yep, you did the same thing I did. Good on you. That hurt like hell, though. Those PPCXs hurt, especially when you're on the receiving end. As evidenced by that one awesome with a couple of PPCXs doing more damage to me than everything else we've fought up to this point. Collect 4 awesomes for an 8Q group. I would love to. The only problem that I have with that is the computer's not very good with slow mechs, and it's also not very good with PPCs in general. The X's are a little better, but the AI just doesn't know how to utilize those types of weapons very well. And once again, in the interest of destroying nothing but radio towers, I'd like to point out this is the military equivalent of could have been an email. This is what I call could have been an airstrike. Because if all you needed to do was destroy some radio towers, you could have done that with a platform a fraction of the price. God damn it! I swear. You actually destroyed one of my PPCXs, you motherfucker. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Be rendered into the past tense. You destroyed another one of my PPCXs, and I'm about to get fucking cored. This is the danger. Chat. Oh, hell. It's time. I gotta mute chat, I apologize.
Group target received. On your target, Commander. Share target identified.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
You really need all of us on that target, Commander. I could probably do it myself.
Target destroyed. Commander, there's been a critical development. Stans is addressing all Steiner forces. Patching it through now.
Do you think your actions here make even the slightest difference to my plans? All that your mercenary lads managed to accomplish today was the massacre of loyal citizens of the Isle of Skye. I have already escaped with the Peacemaker, and rest assured, I will take the first opportunity I have to detonate it. Soon, that Benjamin Archon will know the consequences of her short-sighted alliance with House Davian.
Steiner forces are signaling for an emergency call to arms, and they want us in on the briefing and are offering additional combat bonuses. Stans may not be able to launch the nuke, but he's still a major threat as long as it's in his possession. Coming in for extraction.
Target acquired. destroyed.
Alright, chat. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. As usual, for those of you that don't know, there's a landscape crew that for some stupid reason loves to run through here and do lawnmower and leaf blower and weed whacker shit in the middle of the day every fucking Saturday right when I'm streaming. So I usually mute so that you're not getting blasted by landscaping equipment. So, apologies, chat. But once again, Kailania rolling into the chat on a Saturday. Good to see you. Thanks for showing up today, and hopefully the weekend is treating you well. If not, hopefully it'll be a little better now that you're here. But always good to see you. Glad to have you. Waiting for the day they put the monster. I mean, you know, maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days. Also, can we just talk about how this mission went from cakewalk to shit show in the span of just a couple of seconds? I mean, I say that. I'm a dumbass, and I'm driving a very slow mech in a very dangerous situation. And because I was complaining earlier in the campaign about how autocannons don't hit hard enough, I also went ahead and tuned the damage so that autocannons do 1.5 times the normal damage. So all of those VTOLs that, you know, the fucking Igors and the warrior VTOLs that like to sit back 10 miles away and spam at you with AC2s suddenly become very, very dangerous.
Has come.
Or at least more dangerous than they typically are. Like, most of the time, you shrug off AC2s and often even AC5s, but with the damage turned up, they actually become a threat. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop the AI from spamming them from far outside their normal effective range. And Brayden's Asylum, coming in with the big time raid. Good to see you, Braydens and Raiders. Welcome to the stream on a Saturday. Good to see you, glad to have you. Thanks for showing up. Let's see, what were you guys playing today before you came over here? What's going on with you guys today? It looks like you were playing some more Battletech. So then, Brayden's, I'm assuming you guys were continuing your, well, I forget, was it BTA or was it Robe Tech? But I remember you were working on a modded campaign, so hopefully that's been going well for you. And again, welcome Brayden and Raiders. Welcome to the stream on a Saturday. We're always glad to have more folks show up and join us for some hot mech on mech action. And we just finished up a mission wherein I kind of got my butt kicked a little bit. But it looks like to replace the 2 PPCXs that we just lost, I can get 2 more off of the awesome that we took down. The Stalker I would love to get my hands on. Gotta keep the shenanigans going with proper builds in BTA. I mean, when you say proper builds, I think of proper Mech Bay Heresy. But that's just me. I mean, for those of you that don't know and didn't watch the BTA campaign that we did, we did a lot of goofy shit, and it was a lot of fun. Sadly, you can't get away with as much of that stuff here in Mechwarrior 5, even with yet another mech lab, because the AI doesn't know what to do with them. But for example, when you take a hunchback and pull everything out of the hunch and just give it a couple of plasma rifles in the arms, that design's a lot of fun, especially when you put a 350 engine in it and make it a fast boy. Yeah, it's a hell of a thing. So I am well acquainted with Mech Bay Heresy. Stalkers are great, but they aren't great for AI. I mean, that's true, but if I took the Stalker, I would take it for the engine core and to strip the equipment out of it. I wouldn't necessarily take it because I actually want to salvage it. We could take the Thunderbolt. The T-Bolt doesn't have much worth salvaging in it, but I really want that 4P because of all those small pulse lasers. I mean, we have to take the 4P. So I'm gonna do that, and then are there any other pulse lasers on the field? It doesn't look like it. Alright, so then I'll use that last salvage pick for... you know what? Let's take one more piece of awesome salvage. There we go. What do you call a mech you put 14 Thunderbolt 5s on? The best version of a catapult. Ear Archer or Stalker. Or Longbow. That's what I would call it. And I think we did that too. We took we had a Naga that we picked up, and originally it was, or no, it wasn't the Naga that we did it with, but we found a Naga and we put a bunch of Arrow 4s in it. And one of our LRM boats, I think it was a Mad Cat, that we had basically turned into an LRM boat. Like, it was just loaded up with LRMs. And then I think at the very end of that BTA campaign, we stuffed it full of T-bolts instead. Just because at that point I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do all the goofiest stuff. And we hadn't really used T-bolts that campaign, so I was like, screw it. But let's see. Yeah, we lost the arm, we got the center torso breached, we lost the left-hand center torso and both of the PPCs that were in it. But that's okay. Apparently the PPCXs count as tier 3 PPCs, but I'm gonna take it because it's 3 double heat sinks. And now we have Stop the Launch Part 4, which everybody's telling me is gonna be even worse. I'm okay with that though. I like a challenge. We've been doing a lot of cakewalk missions recently, so I'm good with something that's a little bit tougher. The Battle Masters have been faring pretty well. Let's get into the loadout here and see what we can do, because I don't know if we've got replacement parts. Okay, so we don't have the tier 1s. Do we have some that are a little... Oh. Oh yes, we do have some that are better. I'll go ahead and I'll put in some tier 3s. Well, we'll bring the hurt. I'm good with that. And there we go. Start the work. God, that's expensive because we're in a conflict zone. 3.5 million civils. Alright, chat. I hate to do this. We're gonna have to put the awesome on the sidelines for now. Because I don't want to spend that much money on repairing this thing if I don't have to. So I think we'll sub out the awesome, we'll put in something else. We'll either take the Dragon Slayer Victor, or maybe we'll take out the Royal Highlander instead. Bounce out to an industrial for that one. Yeah, we'll definitely hit an industrial zone before I repair that. We've also got another Battle Master that I need to fix up. We've got a Marauder 2 that we need to fix up. We got the Basilisk Victor that we picked up from a mission chain recently at the end of last stream. We need to get that one fixed up as well. So we need to hit an industrial hub. It's just, if I'm gonna do that, I would like to go to Davian Space to do that work because they are currently max reputation for us, and we'll get better prices out that way. So I definitely need to get that done, but for right now, we can swap out the awesome for something else. In the meantime, let us hit the contracts. Oh, we're actually going somewhere else for this contract. All right, where are you sending us? We're going to Summer. Summer, eh? All right, let's do it. Let's get underway. Mad 2 best assault mech. I don't know if it's the best assault mech, but it's pretty damn good. I mean, I have a fondness for the Marauder. The Marauder is my favorite heavy mech, for sure. But I don't know if the Marauder 2 is the best assault mech. It's definitely S tier. But I would argue that in terms of well-roundedness, the Atlas is the king of the, like, the Atlas is the poster child for the assault mech, because it has all the good parts of an assault mech without the bad parts of an assault mech. The only real weakness that the Atlas has is its speed, and that's just a disadvantage of all assault mechs. All assault mechs, well, aside from the Blood Asp. The Blood Asp is basically, what if assault mech, but medium speed? But yeah, the Atlas, I think, is probably one of the best assault mechs, just in terms of statistical reliability. But here we are, on the planet. This is part 4, leading a full frontal assault against whoever it is that we're trying to do that to. So we'll take the max salvage again. You know the rules, and so do I. And let's look at what we're going to swap out. Come on, Mechwarrior, you are having some problems today. So we have the Royal Highlander that we put an LBX-10 into. And then we also have the Dragon Slayer Victor, which is a combo of a PPC and a Gauss, along with a few other assorted weapon systems. I'm tempted to take the Victor because of the bonus armor. But then again, an LBX-10 also gets some bonuses, especially because it's the Royal Highlander. Decisions. All right, chat, I'm gonna leave it to you. What do you think? Do we take the Royal Highlander with the LBX-10? Or do we take the Dragon Slayer Victor with the Gauss? Armor and decent mobility will be a huge help. Well, unfortunately, I can't take an assault mech and have mobility, as those are mutually exclusive. And Mir says, good time zone. Hope the battles have been going well. Same to you as well, Mir. Hopefully the weekend finds you well. And the battles have been going okay so far. We're actually doing some difficulty 90 missions, which is a little bit harder than what we typically do. It's pretty close, but I feel like the Victors have it. I feel like there's more Victor, but I don't know. You know what? Let's do the Victor. We'll do the Victor. We'll go with the Gauss PPC Victor. And I know the commander has good affinity for it, but do we have anybody else that has affinity for it? Erst has used it before. let's go ahead and put in Erst. Because a commander is maxed out on skills. So if I can put another pilot in that has decent affinity so they can get some more experience, I definitely want to do that. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's make it hot. Let's make it hot, chat. I don't know, Slav-chan. I always felt like... So, and I know this might be a controversial opinion, but I always felt like the Blood Asp was kind of cheating. Like, I've said before that clan tech is basically cheat codes, but in the same way that, like, the Mad Cat was basically cheating because it was all the advantages of an assault mech, but in a heavy mech platform at the speed of a medium mech. Like, the Blood Asp is kind of the same thing, where it's got the speed of a lighter mech, the firepower of a heavier mech, and it's rough. It's rough. But of course, we're gonna be moving under fire against artillery for a significant period of time, apparently.
New target rifle.
Oh, and you're gonna put a rifleman up there because of course you are. I've said this before, you guys already know. I don't like these missions where you're just constantly under artillery fire for like the entire mission. I do not like it. I do not like it. Fire groups should be fine. I've used this Victor before, so I already have the weapon group set up for it. I've got the PPC on the primary, I've got the Gauss for the backup, and then I've got the tertiary weapons as well.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Good work, General Quarters.
Target destroyed.
Go ahead and keep taking out mechs. Take them out.
On that target, Commander. I could probably do it myself.
That's a Marauder too, Jacob. You take that fucking backup and you like it, okay?
Target acquired.
We're on your target, Commander.
Excuse you. There we go. Now, let's deal with this battery. And I know there was a rifleman up here. I don't know where it went, but if it's still up here, we might have to fight with him. Yep, there he is. Well, hello there, motherfucker. I think we need a different vision mode, though. Oh wow, they're actually dropping artillery on their own people. Alright. And that was the end of that rifleman. Run the fucking thing over, good lord. This is an 80-ton mech. Run over the artillery, for fuck's sake.
Burn that target down.
Alright, now let's get over there and take out the other artillery emplacements.
Tango down.
Haven't taken too much damage yet, but General Quarters is taking a little bit of a beating.
Target acquired.
Shared target identified.
And of course, the fucking turret cartel out here doing turret cartel shit.
Watch yourself when venturing outside the herd, Commander.
Rihanna, why don't you let me quarterback this thing, okay? I don't fucking like artillery, and I'm not gonna sit here and
Focus and get
assume the position and let them run roughshod all over me. I do not intend to get shelled this entire mission, Rihanna. There we go. And Sierra rolling into the chat on a Saturday. Good to see you, Sierra. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well so far. Glad you could make it. Are you back from the op, or have you not gone to it yet? I know you had your big Dracula Flow op coming up today.
Impressed by my big, growing kill count, Commander.
And now the Vulcan has been rendered into the past tense.
Coordinating our attack.
Full alpha.
The mech is about to go critical.
Elio, what? Oh, this is a 1A5 charger. And he actually survived. That's impressive. That is impressive.
Shared target identified.
Did you just DFA'd me, you son of a bitch?
Sound. It'll take some work to bring that king crab of his down.
Oh,
Be careful, Commander.
don't you fucking tempt me with a king crab, Rihanna. Don't you tempt me with a king crab, Rihanna. Not gone to it yet. Currently doing some last minute testing. Going here in 2 hours. Well, we'll be glad to have you until then. Hopefully the app does go well, though.
The enemy are deploying still more reinforcements, Commander.
There goes one arm. All right, guys. I'm gonna need you to focus on these targets, please. I can't be sitting here in the trenches taking grenades. We need to, like, expediently delete some of these guys.
We're on it, Commander. Shot. Focus.
All right, there's an archer. Now, where did that king crab go? I need to take the arms and legs off of that guy. We've been running crab squad without a king crab for the longest time, and I'd say we're overdue. We're overdue.
Group target acknowledged.
We need a king crab. You're gonna fight for air here in just a second.
Target received.
Oh, it's a Zeus. It's a Zeus. I have no problem legging you, Mr. Zeus. Nighty night.
Coordinating on target ID.
Alright, I'm gonna let you guys worry about these stragglers, and I'm gonna go see about picking the rest of the legs off of this fly. So give me just a second, guys. Oh, you go ahead and you torso turn. You go ahead and you torso turn, buddy. For all the fucking good it's gonna do you. And there you go.
Look out, Commander. More enemy mechs inbound.
Till Armory Forger has what we want to have. Been on 3 for a minute. So I wonder about that. Like, I feel like Reforger is supposed to be like the new hotness in the Arma world, but at the same time, like, it didn't really feel like an upgrade to me from what I saw. I mean, I haven't actually played it because I haven't played Arma in a hot minute, but I feel like Reforger just didn't feel like an improvement. It just felt like more of the same. Like, is that just me? Is that a bad read of the situation?
Just let us.
We'll go. Focusing fire.
Where did you go? I saw you jump behind me. There you are, you little butthole.
You just ended that pilot's whole bloodline, Commander.
I think you just ended that whole pilot's bloodline.
Mech
Yeah,
destroyed.
yeah. That headshot, though. That headshot. Oh, he's stuck. I hit him so hard, he's become a ghost. He has become a sensor ghost. So it says to capture the warhead, but then you guys are telling me not to get close to the objective. So which is it? Am I getting close to the objective, or am I not getting close to the objective? Because I can't do both.
Focusing our fire on target.
Reforger is amazing, it feels better, but right now we're waiting on mod community support and further improvements. Got you. So in other words, it's just like every other armor release, where for the first 6 months to a year, it's kind of half-assed, and then it slowly comes together after some post-release support. As usual, release it broken now and fix it later.
Just walk up to it in order to pick it up. Commander, the Peacemaker. I'll inform the Lyran Guards that the primary objective has been secured. Now, let's focus on clearing the field. Nice work, Commander. Stanz's forces have been wiped out, and the Peacemaker has been secured by the Lyran Guards.
No, the Peacemaker has been secured by me, Rihanna. I am currently carrying it, and I don't necessarily have to hand it over if I don't want to.
Reinforcements inbound. Don't try to be a hero, Commander. You can rely on the Lyran Guards in battle with you to shoulder the burden. That's what they're there for.
I think Rihanna's broken, you guys. She seems very confused. And we've hit legendary and it's lawnmower kun time, so I will talk to you guys in just a few moments, chat. I apologize. Chat, I know you can't see it because of the booba. I am very disappointed, Chat. I am very disappointed. I mean, we're gonna buy it, even though it's 13 fucking million for us. Look at this. Look at this, chat. This spider is almost 14 million C-bills. I can literally buy a fucking battle master that is almost in perfect condition for less money than that. The only reason that I'm considering buying this thing is because by buying it, we take it out of the pool. And it can't show up anymore. That's the only reason I'm thinking of buying it. And we have money, but fucking hero spider mech though? Nah, I mean, we could keep it like, so, you know, like Grendler is saying, we could use it for light mech stuff in the arena if we decide to use it. But it does come with AMS, it comes with double heatsink kits, like it has some decent equipment on it. Like, it's not a total wash to buy it, but it's still, like, when I go looking for a hero mech, I don't want to see a fucking spider. I want to see something more interesting than that. But it's fine. Let's have a look at it. Give me the mech info. And I see you. I see you. Nugget, thank you for the 5 additional gifted subs. Again, you do not have to do that, but I appreciate the support. Thank you for the massive support and the massive chicken. And I see a lot of names that I recognize there. Leftmark70, Slavchan, Too Much, who's a new convert to the channel, and Omitted Crib. Good to see you guys, and welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions, all of you. Make sure to thank Nugget for their generosity, again, for supporting me, supporting the channel, and supporting this community. It means a lot to me, it really does. And I see you, Sierra. Hydration incoming. Kodiak, I disagree. The hero locust is bad by virtue of being a locust. Anyway, so this is the Anansi spider, named after an African trickster god of ancient Terra by the various militias attempting to bring it down. The Anansi terrorized the outer systems of the Federated Suns and the Taurian Concordant. I don't like that they spelled that with an E instead of an A. For years, in the name of the pirate queen Paula Trevelyan and the Tortuga Dominions. While eventually shot down and recovered by the armed forces of the Federated Suns, its pilot managed to avoid capture and is still suspected to be hiding among Lady Death Trevelyan's inner circle on Tortuga Prime. The hero locust ain't bad for a locust. That's true. That's true. I will accept that assessment. I will accept that assessment. Again, let's go ahead and purchase. I can't believe I'm buying a fucking spider of all things. But again, it gets it out of the loot pool, so it's not possible for it to potentially spawn sometime later in the future. That is literally the only reason that I'm buying it. But we're now in an industrial zone, so that means we can waste even more money not only repairing our mechs, but also putting together and stripping some of these other mechs that we have in cold storage. So let's start off by getting all the Battle Masters and the Victor put back together, as you do. We'll need to go into the loadout and fix up the Awesome. That's next on our list. Of course, we're going to, as somebody said, we're going to upgrade the cup size on these PPC titties. And make them a little bigger, if you know what I mean. Go ahead and start the work on that, and suddenly we're only spending $1.5 million instead of $3.5 million. The spider, we're just gonna dump into cold storage, because until we get to a point where we're actually gonna be using it in a mission, then I'm not even gonna bother pulling it out. That's what she said. Let's see. Let's pull out the 4P Hunchback. We're only gonna take out the pulse lasers on this one. That's the only reason I grabbed it. But of course, we do want to make sure that we do that. Alright, then. Well, thanks for hanging out. Again, I appreciate every minute you choose to spend here in the channel, in the chat with us. Whether you're here for 5 minutes or 5 hours, I thank you for your time regardless. So have a good one, Vin, and we will catch you on the next one. I hope the rest of the weekend treats you well. Yeah, they really went ham on this one. They just all small pulse lasers. This is very reminiscent of the Disco Inferno. Only it's a hunchback, so it's a lot slower. We'll pull the engine core as well. I don't feel like it's worth it to pull the heat sinks. Let's see. Only 1,000 C-bills to pull the heat sinks. I mean, why not? We don't really need the heat sinks, but I'll take them anyway. So 100k to get this thing stripped. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's see. Did we have anything else that I was gonna strip? I don't think so. We had this rifleman, which I don't intend to strip this one. We're just keeping it because we have to collect 2 riflemen. And technically we have 2 riflemen, but one of them's the hero variant, and I'm not trading in one of the hero variants to a Cantina mission. Best hero Raven name would be Raven Poe. If we put the Arrow 4 in it, right? Been a while since I played Mechwarrior 5. Well, Sniggle Fritz, good to see you. Thanks for showing up, and thanks for joining us on this Saturday stream. And if it's been a while, then hopefully you will enjoy watching us make some bad decisions while we play through our modded career. But let's see. I think we go ahead and put in the Victor, and we'll see if we can get this thing repaired. It took a beating, but we got this as a reward for a mission chain last stream. And it's got double LBX-10s, which is broke as fuck. Somehow, we're able to put that together, even though, like, I don't know what to think about that. It just... I genuinely don't know what to think about that. It feels weird to leave them both in there and not just replace them with, like, 2 regular LBX or fucking autocannon 10s and just, you know, double fire. Because the LBX is good, but having the solid and the cluster in the same arm together is kind of like, you would really only ever use one or the other. Although, to be fair, because of yet another mech lab, we can actually swap between the the ammo types at will. So, God damn it, chat. I can hear Leaf Blower Kun coming back, so I apologize. I'm probably gonna have to mute here in just a second. But before then, let's pull some stuff out of here. I got some ideas here, chat. I got some ideas. We'll take out the Guardian, we'll take out the LBXs, we don't want the jump jets. I'll remove the Frank's Red Hot for now. I might try to get rid of the XL engine as well, but time will tell on that one. But here's what I'm thinking, chat. You know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking. Can we do it, is the question. No. Too many critical slots. Too many critical slots. And Antsy rolling out for the night, saying wish all a good night. Till next week, boss lady. Well, good to see you, Antsy. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little while. Hopefully you have an outstanding rest of your weekend. We're always glad to have you. Hopefully you had a good time, and we will catch you on the next stream. But as much as I would love to put in a double AC-20 on this thing, the game says no. The game says no. So do we instead put in a couple of basic bitch... Oh, you know what? We could do AC-10 burst fire. No, we can't do that either. So wait. Wait a minute. What the hell? Is this somehow an invalid design? No, it's not. Okay, so apparently the LBX-10 is actually smaller and takes less critical slots than the AC-10. How the hell does that work? Always was. That's news to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of all the mechanics of different weapon systems, but that to me is just crazy. But I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. So basically we put in 2 of these, and then we either switch both of them over to solid or cluster. And then we just go ham. It's basically either a double barrel buckshot or double barrel slun. Both of which I'm okay with, by the way. So let's see. Let's see. Could we potentially... Hold on, chat. You fire both at the same time, the recoil causes the 360 torso twist. I mean, it could. But hold on a second. Throw in a couple of Ultra AC5s. That still gives us 20 to play with, right? Then... we put in 2 PPCs. And then we just fill this thing up with ammo and as many double heat sinks as we can put in it. Point it down, it doubles as a jump jet. Yeah? Yeah? That's the Battletech equivalent of a rocket jump. I mean, I can dig it. I can dig it. But what do we think about this? Is this better or worse than the double barrel LBX-10? Because I can go for a double LBX-10 as well. That's not the worst thing in the world. Friend aid, yeah, the Ultra AC5s were not working very well last time, and I don't know if that was a byproduct of the quality level, or if there was something going on with the game. I'm not 100% sure. We could ditch those and instead go with just a regular AC5. Or maybe, oh, do we do heavy rifle? Double heavy rifle? I mean, it's still basically an AC-10. It's just a little crappier with a slower fire rate. Oh, I'd love to make it 3 water, but unfortunately it doesn't have the hard points. It's only got 2 ballistic hard points in the arms. Alright, let's have a look at the LBXs. So we can do that. The only problem is... So pretty much what I can do is I can put in the ammo. But the issue that we're going to run into is it's only 2 bins of ammo. Which is only 80 rounds. That's not going to get us that far. So the issue that we run into with this design is, 1, going to be heat management, because 2 PPCs and only a couple of double heat sinks to manage that is going to be a heat issue. And the double LBXs, firing, you know, 2 rounds at a time on a full alpha, that's only 40 shots before we run out of ammo. So we either need more bins of ammo. I mean, let's see. We can do something else here. Hold on. We can do something else here. What about if we put in a large laser? Because a large laser is only 5 tons versus the PPC's 7 tons. And we could even do it with, you know, some of these higher grade weapon systems, right? We'll put in some of these tier 3s. And we still got a little bit of a heat management problem, but now I have 4 additional tons that I can dump into potentially either single heat sinks or additional ammo. So if we put in LBX10, ammo goes in the feet. Got Indo? Yeah, we do have Indo. So we got hero armor, we got Basilisk. LBX, it's basically just all LBX, and weapon heat generation decrease, so that's good. That actually plays to our strength. So we loaded up with the LBX ammo so that we can go crazy with it. We got the large lasers. And then, if I take out the XL, what does that do for us? Yeah, that makes it way too heavy, so we have to go with the XL engine, as much as I don't like it. If we put in Endo, that's going to increase the repair cost, but that gives us 2 tons to play with. But I don't think that's enough, because even with 2 tons, if we add more missiles, that's just going to increase our heat generation. So, I mean, honestly, I think this thing's kind of like the Dragon Slayer in that it might be better in its default configuration. Like, believe it or not, I think it might be good as the default configuration, with a few extra changes, of course, like pulling out the jump jets and replacing that with other useful equipment, stuff like that. What mod allows you to strap turretless tank chassis on the feet for some mech racing? That is the non-existent Text Talks Battletech mod, but the second that they release that, I will absolutely do it. Without question, won't even think twice about it. Shit. Alright, chat, here we go. It's time. Alright, chat. They're headed in the other direction, finally. But here we go. This is what I have thrown together in the interim silence. I apologize, as always, chat. I wish that they would pick a different time to do this, but what do we think about this design? I have upped the ammo to 4 bins for the LBX. I've put in Inferno SRMs instead of the SRM2 Streaks because the Streak launchers are just too heavy for what you get. We got 1.5 tons of ammo, plus we got the medium lasers. I put in Case since it's in a torso location because the XL engine. The problem, and I know we don't normally use Case, the reason that I'm taking Case is because if we lose a side torso, the mech gets cored because of the XL engine. So, with the Case, the intention is to stop critical hits from causing ammo cook-off, which would then destroy the entire fucking mech. So that's why I'm using Case in this situation, when I know normally I would not. Well, Sniggle Fritz, what did you decide on? If I gave you the time to decide on coffee, did you decide to get coffee or not? I wish I could drink coffee. I miss coffee. But what do we think about this design, chat? Are we good with it? What do you think? Decided to do it. Outstanding. Outstanding. Good decision. I can't drink coffee anymore because when I was younger, I enjoyed spicy food a little bit too much. And, I mean, I used to eat like hot sauce and sriracha and wasabi and all kinds of spicy stuff on everything. Everything. And it ended up giving me some stomach problems and almost led to me getting an ulcer, and ever since then I have not been able to handle coffee very well. I mean, I can still drink coffee from time to time, but I can't drink it every day. Like, I have to be willing to deal with a little bit of hurt. But I do love coffee. I really do like. I love coffee. Yeah, too much red hot is not good for you. This is true. This is true. It doesn't stop me from loving spicy food, but I have to take it easy on that now. Oh no. Well, it looks like Sierra's done with his escapades in, It sounds like, Sierra's done with his escapades in Microsoft Paint. So there you go. Don't Rick and roll us, please. Bigfunny.png. Alright, let's see what Big Funny is. Oh my god. Why? Why? Shame on you. I mean, it's accurate, but shame on you. Anyway. Alright, chat, let's go with this design. It's gonna be a little expensive to put it together, but that's okay. I think we give it a shot. We'll see what it does. It's either gonna be great, or it's gonna suck ass, and we're gonna find out the hard way one way or the other.